A Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels returns. Stone Cold pisses on Arn Anderson, and Tommy Dreamer throws up in a match against The Undertaker at your June 3rd edition of Raw 2002 with a main event of Ric Flair and Stone Cold. Does it get any better than that, big man?
Not really. There was piss everywhere, vomit everywhere, and for a change, it wasn't for us actually having to watch crap wrestling. Back to the good old days when wrestling was great.
Damn it, we kick off the show. Ric Flair says he's got some business to sort out. He's got Guerrero and Benoit there. Then we cut to the break. Well, it's like a break transition. They're coming out to the ring. He says that he's going to challenge Austin to a match tonight, a wrestling match. But then out of nowhere, Austin is backstage pretending to beat Arn Anderson. He's holding him up like a puppet. This was brilliant.
What?
What? And then sadly, guys, I mean, I never even knew this happened, but the network cut it off. But we went and watched it. Austin actually pisses all over Arn Anderson. He's like, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on. And yeah, pisses on double A.
Ah, man, this promo was great for Austin, this backstage segment. Like, fucking fantastic. What a guy.
Can't complain about it. This was Austin getting back to his best levels here after being in a shit promo and work with Flair.
I mean, he's still in a work with Flair, but I mean, this was great.
I'd say it's the best work so far.
Yeah, definitely.
From handicap matches with the Big Slow and the rest of them, fuck's sake, this is what it was at.
It's a Big Slow.
So yeah, that is our main event set for tonight. Next up though, we have Stevie Richards versus Bradshaw for the hardcore title. And we have a new champion crowned here. Bradshaw basically annihilates everyone. Everyone was getting involved here.
Yeah, we had Just Incredible. We had
Jazz was the referee.
We had Crash Holly, I think, as well.
Yes, Crash Holly was out there.
I'm not too sure who else. There was somebody else.
Well, you had Stevie Richards, you had Crash Holly, you had
somebody else.
Was D'Lo Brown out there? It was the Raw undercard. Really? That's what's weird. Bradshaw, like a month ago, was booked against Scott Hall. Fucking, he was like the third best babyface on the fucking. And now he's like
24/7 title.
You know, but he wins the title. Well, that's better than 24/7. Let's be real. Come on.
Oh fuck! I saw this.
It's a hardcore title. 24/7 title. What year are we living in? Brother. Next up though, Goldust pretended to be
By the way, when Bradshaw won this, he tried to jump onto the steel steps to celebrate and he slipped, which was
brilliant wee botch.
Oh, nice.
But talking about a brilliant wee botch, Goldust gets caught out as Coach Dust.
Yeah, trying to be the host of an interview with NWO. He says, "My name is Jonathan Coachman," and he asks about the rumors of Goldust joining the NWO. Apparently these rumours are bullshit. Nash says no chance. X-Pac tells him to hit the road, freak. Booker T though thinks Nash should give him an opportunity. Booker T calls X-Pac a sucker, and Booker T says that if Goldust can beat X-Pac in the King of the Ring match tonight, then Goldust should be in and X-Pac should be out. Kevin Nash likes the idea of this.
Come on, G-Money.
Kevin Nash agrees. He tells Big Show, Big Slow, G Money, Giant Money, Nay Money to come with him, and then X-Pac's kind of left there going, "What? Come on, Kev."
You know what the weird thing about this segment was? Big Show offered nothing. He actually did nothing.
He just stands there like, I mean, that's it.
Big boring bastard.
Alright, that's pretty much the Big Show summed up in one.
And next up though, we had Goldust versus X-Pac qualifying match for the King of the Ring. Could Goldust get in to the NWO?
The answer is no.
Nope, he couldn't, and we're not really surprised by that, are we? I didn't expect them. I think this is... You know what, the NWO is a mess, so they may as well make it comedic, and that's exactly what they went for.
X-Pac wins, X-Pac qualifies for the King of the Ring, and Goldust qualifies for being a freak, I guess.
Damn right. Next up though,
Speaking of freaks,
down and down and down. Not quite Brock yet. It's RVD being interviewed by Coach, but then he's interrupted by Heyman and Brock. Heyman says he made the name RVD, but tonight Brock Lesnar's going to demolish RVD in a tag match where he teams up with Eddie Guerrero to take on Bubba and RVD.
Yeah, Heyman talks about how RVD, you know, left him, but now Heyman's got the next big thing, and yeah.
And RVD's the last thing. He wasn't the big thing, he was just the big weed thing. Who's going to win tonight? Can Brock batter somebody? And I'll tell you what, guys, spoiler alert, but the tag team match was pretty good. Then we have Jeff Hardy backstage playing on the guitar. He says to Matt that he thinks he's a hypocrite. This is a weird segment. Matt was looking for Jeff all night, and then he finds him playing on the guitar.
Jeff says they don't really live for the moment anymore, and that basically things are getting stale. And it's probably been about 3 weeks since Jeff Hardy almost killed himself and threw himself off something. So he's like,
I'm going to batter someone tonight.
This life's getting a bit boring. We don't live for the moment anymore. Then Jeff takes off and basically alluding that he's going to get up to something tonight. So
what's going to happen tonight? Then Ric Flair's basically adding stuff to his match with Austin in the contract. Austin goes in, doesn't listen, signs the contract. Ric Flair's like, haha, you dumb bald bastard. Explains the new rules. Austin can't throw punches. It's going to be a completely traditional wrestling match. See, let's hammer it home.
But here was something. Here was a contract signing that was just like on the cuff tonight. And they didn't advertise it like a week in advance. Oh, tune in to Monday Night Raw. Contract signing between Flair and Austin. I mean, look how much shit actually happens. This is a contract signing just thrown into the middle of the show.
Yeah, it was 2 minutes 40. See,
it
was
like
about 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Season stuff, come on.
That's what I'm saying.
This was 2
it's
minutes.
So slow and fucking boring. It's with a 3-hour show. We've got time to kill. But yeah, Austin, can he win tonight? Can he overcome those odds? Next up, we have a lingerie match between Trish Stratus and Terry for the Women's Championship.
See when you look at the segments on the network, it literally is like watching the YouTube clips. Like segments are just like short and straight to the point.
Yeah.
Fuck, see nowadays.
Like the longest hang out of 5 there's 5 minutes, but that's a match.
Everything now is just completely slowing down and it's mad, like, on how a 3-hour Raw now, you get, like, you can get half of it.
The only stuff that got time back in the day was the good stuff, and not that everything wasn't good, but...
The main event, the really important stuff.
You know, but, like, the stuff that may have been, like, you may consider shit only got, like, 2 minutes, but see, now the stuff you consider shit's getting the fucking full 3 hours.
Right.
That's pretty much it, but we have this match here between Trish Stratus and Terry. Trish Stratus retains. We had Molly Holly out there, King going ballistic on commentary as per usual. What did you make of Trish Stratus' title reign so far?
Well, it's another title defense. I mean,
Terry's never going to win.
Yeah, I don't think the title was ever in danger.
I can't wait. When was the last time Terry even had a match? She's been doing interviewing.
Yeah, well, she did win the hardcore title last week.
I know, that's what I'm saying though, but like,
no,
before this, like,
she was never going to win this. King got to see puppies, so you know what? We all win, really, I guess.
King puppies. Next up. Double A ranting about Austin saying how he got pissed on. Like,
he changed his shirt. Looked at, in fairness, there's no piss stain, there's no yellow stain.
So they not did something funny though, like where Benoit comes in and he's like,
well, there's nothing really funny about Benoit.
Eureka push. No, that's nothing funny.
Benoit comes in and Ann Arnold's no happy. And he tells Benoit when Flair wins tonight, he's gonna take a piss when Austin's cleaning Ric Flair's toilets. So I mean, yeah, Ann Anderson trying to, you know, act like a tough guy here. It
was just two boring bastards. One that was a lot more boring than the other, and one of them's a family killing machine. That's pretty much it, guys.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Next up, though, I'd say we've got match of the night with RVD and Bubba Ray taking on Brock Lesnar and Eddie Guerrero. I mean, the fact this is a mid-card match.
But a quality mid-card match nonetheless.
This match deserved to go 13 minutes, guys. Just great, non-stop action, 4 guys that can work. Bubba and Brock, great dynamic. Guerrero, Van Dam, albeit we've seen it a lot recently. It works well in a tag match because you get to see like Guerrero against Bubba and Van Dam against Brock.
You know, Brock's being portrayed as a monster and he's unbeaten and that, but he's actually like, you know, going almost 50-50 in his matches. Like, I mean, last week against Bubba, that's a really solid. It's not like Brock's just like.
But that's good though. It showcased them being able to work. Now they just book people where it's like they don't take offense, and all they do is like hit one move and they're done.
I like a Fear Mahan, fucking almost.
I Fear Mahan. He's absolute shite.
I mean, this Brock Lesnar run's been great.
Exactly, but Bubba, he gets his momentum. He does the whole hit Y button, and then you get your
comeback, brother.
Your comeback. Gets his own table, but then Eddie Guerrero drop kicks the table. Brock batters Bubba, and
RVD. But to go for the frog splash, Heyman gets up, pushes him off. Brock Lesnar hits an F5 on RVD. Bubba Ray gets in, spears Brock Lesnar out of his fucking boots.
Big massive. I mean, this was 2 Goliaths hitting each other. Brilliant manoeuvre.
Aye, it was, aye.
Aye, it was, aye.
Aye, and then Eddie Guerrero climbs up top rope.
Frog splash.
1, 2, 3.
Brilliant dynamic, great ending to the match. I loved it. And this is it. This is exactly what you want from tag team wrestling. We don't get this today. It's shit. No, see today, that's what I've noticed. You don't notice today though. There's a lack of like, we'll combine feuds into each other and make a tag match. It's just Orton coming out one match, Bloodline. I mean, how many times? Like, I'm sick of seeing the Usos. When are we going to see the Usos against the New Day again? It's only a matter of fucking time, like, isn't it?
Aye.
I'm surprised that's not the match that will unify the titles.
See, you look back here, look how quick the entrances were. I mean, they came out, they walked into the ring, that was it. See Roman Reigns now? It takes about fucking 10 minutes to get into the ring.
Yeah, like, I know, Taker, I don't think at this stage of the Ruthless Aggression, Taker wouldn't have suited the dead man. It's very animated this hour. It's not, I feel like as the Ruthless Aggression goes on, it suits Taker a bit more.
Yeah, but I mean, Taker can get away with it because he's Taker. I mean, if one guy takes 10 minutes to get to the ring, that's fine. When the entire fucking roster takes 10 minutes to get to the ring, 3-hour Raws ain't enough. And by God, I don't want to watch any more than 3 hours of Raw.
Goddamn right. Next up, though, we have a brilliant segment here between two future kings. William Regal and Booker T. Regal says he's going to take over, become king, just like, what, George Washington? I don't know, I don't exactly know my Confederation history, like, but essentially that's what he alludes to. Booker then says that the Americans buried the British, and then Regal's like, did he only go to one bloody history lesson? As he's middle of explaining it, can you dig that, sucker? Regal with disgust on his face. And these two, what I gathered from this, should have more segments, yes or no?
Aye, because they're like complete fucking opposites, like, you know, I mean, you've got William Regal, the posh, kind of, you know,
British.
stuck up snob, and you've got Booker T,
the gangster.
Aye.
Original OG.
So, aye, I mean, these two make for great comedy segments, and we'll get Booker T versus Regal tonight. Actually, we're getting it next.
And it's a good match, guys. But you know what? It is what it says on the tin. Regal tries to use his European title, but Booker T's like, you know what? I'll hoover that clean off you, gangster, and then cracks him in the dome.
Yeah, Regal throwing the title and the chair into the ring.
Aye.
Right, that's okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's alright. You know, I mentioned chair, but...
Well, that's what I meant.
Whoa.
He tried to use foreign objects, and they came back against him.
He did.
You know, and you know what? He probably tried to blame it on Booker T, because that's the way William Regal is, isn't it? But Booker T advances. The NWO, what I gather, are doing pretty good in the King of the Ring tournament.
NWO's doing pretty good since Kevin Nash took control. Since Kevin Nash has been back in charge, the NWO have won every single match they've been in, so...
It's a shame, though, by next week, Nash will tear his quads clean off the bone, and Michaels will be depressed and want to be a Christian. And the rest of them, well, X-Pac will be gone, Booker T will be teaming with Goldust, and Big Show will just be boring as ever, brother. And then Tommy Dreamer, the greatest part of the show, he's throwing up because he's a match with The Undertaker. This is just disgusting, even the way he's being sick.
Yeah, he says he's been thrown up all day at the thought of him to face The Undertaker. And then he is told by Coachman, well, if that's going to make you sick, wait till you see what Taker done to Triple H on SmackDown. We see Taker beating up Triple H with a chair on SmackDown. We cut back to Tommy Dreamer and he blows more chunks into his bucket of sick. Then we get Tommy Dreamer versus The Undertaker. Why he carries this bucket of sick to the ring, honestly, don't really know. You've got Undertaker feuding with Triple H on SmackDown, but on fucking Raw he's feuding with Tommy Dreamer.
I wonder what's the A and B show.
Has Tommy Dreamer legit ever won a match up to this stage in WWE? If he has...
No, I don't think he has, like...
If he has, I couldn't tell you.
Maybe he won one in '97. I can't remember if they fucking gave him screen time. I know Sabu had a match, but
I know Sabu and RVD.
Dreamer, though, he calls timeout. He be sick again. Then you're thinking, oh fuck, what's he? And then he picks up the sick, starts eating it with both hands. Then attacks Taker with the sick hands, and then as Taker punches him, the sick's flying. It was fucking disgusting. I mean, of course Taker beats Dreamer. He's obviously going to beat him.
But yeah, it was a good match. I enjoyed it.
Dreamer got a lot of offense,
especially at the start.
Yeah,
there was one spot though, he goes for like a running crossbody on the outside, Taker counters it into like a power slam, and when he hits the power slam, but all the sick just fucking explodes.
The chunks
from Tommy Dreamer's mouth. So I mean that was a pretty good spot if you're into that kind of shit. It was good stuff. Taker then hits a choke slam and locks in his like death triangle rear naked choke lock sort of maneuver into Tommy Dreamer, and Tommy Dreamer taps out.
He taps out, he rolls out of the ring, Taker celebrating. Well, I mean, you can't really celebrate too much, it's beating Tommy Dreamer. He grabs the bucket of sick, heads over to ringside. King tries to bolt. Taker then pretends to throw it over everyone, but then, you know who you're going to throw it on. Pours it all over Tommy. And as he's in the middle of deadness, out comes Jeff Hardy. Double drop kick. Good.
Yeah, through the ropes, Taker flies into Tommy Dreamer, but more importantly, flies into the vomit. It's covered in vomit. Jeff Hardy then makes his way up the ramp, and then before Jeff Hardy can escape, his music plays, and that kind of gives away the fact that Undertaker knows who done this, even though there's cameras and shit like that. But, I wouldn't like to be Jeff Hardy.
But I wouldn't like to be Matt Moore, because Fat Matt is in the back. Jeff. And then Undertaker goes in, where's your brother?
Where's your coke, Jeff?
Where's the sick Jeff? Taker batters him, demanding...
Where's that punk brother of yours? Matt Hardy says he doesn't know. Taker wants him to pass on a message. Matt Hardy's like, yeah, sure thing, Taker. Next minute, big boot to the face. Taker then throws him into a wall, throws him into the steel pipes, and Matt Hardy's left there lying. And I could have swore he was wearing a Taz shirt. Maybe I've got this wrong, but it looked like he was wearing a Taz shirt.
I think it's just a Team Extreme shirt. That's
orange.
Like it does look like a Taz shirt.
It looks like it's got the Taz logo, but here...
I tell you what, like if you're wearing a Taz shirt, you need fucking shot. Especially when he's not even wrestling anymore.
Again, it did get shot, didn't he? Well, battered at least. And again, look, another 45-second clip here from start to finish, and I mean, it got fucking so. It just explains so much that, you know what I mean. Jeff's left. Taker wants to pass on a message. Matt Hardy gets a beating. Matt Hardy gets a beating because of his brother's stupidity attacking Undertaker. You know, I mean, you can achieve so much here in 45 seconds. Whereas if we go back to current day, I mean, 45 seconds and Roman Reigns hasn't even appeared on the Titan, the stage yet when his music hits. So it just shows you what you can do with 45 seconds back in this era compared to what you can do with 45 seconds here today. Then Kevin Nash comes out. He's been said he's going to make an announcement all day. Sometimes he says announcements don't live up to expectations.
But this one will.
Then he introduces the new member, the NWO, points up to the
Titantron, the stage, the ramp, whatever you want to call it, man.
That's the word I was looking for in the next minute.
I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy.
Shawn Michaels, HBK is back. His back is no longer sore. The smile is intact. And Shawn Michaels is the new member of the NWO, makes his way to the ring. Him and Nash do their trademark poses, and I guess it gave you kind of vibes of Diesel and Shawn back in the day. 1994, 1995, all over.
But no what's weird about this, it's like, I feel like at the time this would have felt fucking massive, but it didn't feel like a, you know, or am I wrong in that? When we watched it, it didn't feel like...
I don't know, because I think at this point you maybe just think, he's not coming back as a wrestler, you know, maybe.
Yeah, because he doesn't. I mean, his first match back, SummerSlam, and that's what, 3 months away? More than 3? No, 2
I guess
months
we
away?
have seen Michaels sporadically throughout the years, like, especially as the commissioner.
But this is no drugs, Sean.
True. When was the last
No
time
drugs, Sean. Jordan the faction, but they're all on drugs.
When was the last time we seen Shawn Michaels? Did we even see him in 2001?
Yes, it was before Mania. I remember he was on Access with his wee cowboy hat. He was predicting. But I don't remember though. He was drugged out at Mania.
It was in 2000 we got him a lot, didn't we?
Yeah.
In 99?
Aye.
When he was like the commish?
Aye. But in 2001 he was drugged out. I remember Jericho said in his podcast about, oh man, the job you had against Doink the Clown. I think apparently got put it out not long after that.
What?
No, yeah, no.
No.
Apparently he was fucking gone backstage and he was talking to Jericho. He's like, you got your job and out to Doink the Clown, man. It's not, you deserve better, Chris. No? No. Jericho said this. I can confirm it. And yeah, he was not long put out the company for a year and a bit
Must
after
have
that.
went to the Hardy Boys' stash.
Fucking must have. Like.
Anyway, up next, got Deborah. She's reading over Stone Cold's contract. It's making her laugh. She thinks it's funny, some of the things Austin will need to do. But let's be honest, Austin ain't going to need to do any of this shit. Because up next, Austin defeats Ric Flair in the main event. Yeah, straight up wrestling match. Ric Flair tries every dirty, stinking, cheap maneuver in the book. Benoit appears on the ramp. Eddie Guerrero gets into the ring. Eddie Guerrero hits a frog splash on Austin. It's still not enough. And how can Ric Flair beat Austin? What move has Ric Flair got in a straight up wrestling match that's going to beat Austin?
It would need to be a frog splash, crossface, chair shot, fucking figure 4, blade job, shot in the kitten, fucking 1, 2, 3.
Austin, you know, eventually hits the stunner and that's it. Pins Flair, but ain't happy with one stunner. Gets Flair back up, hits another stunner. Boom, boom. Austin 316 says, I just out wrestled your ass. And that's how Raw goes after the air.
See, it's weird. This it feels like it's over. This feud. Is this Austin's last appearance? Fuck it.
Hope not.
I think it is.
Oh god. I mean, you can kind of see. I mean, as much as I enjoyed the opening thing with Austin tonight, ripping the piss out of Arn Anderson. I mean, you can kind of see why Austin, you know, wasn't happy at this stage.
Like, I'm not saying Taker can't be good as the champion. He hasn't been. But would this feud not feel a bit better if Flair was like pissing Austin off and all this shit if he was champion?
Nah.
It's kind of like, why the fuck you got? He's your biggest star, for fuck's sake, and it's pointless.
He's on the bench. So yeah, Austin,
put yourself on the fucking bench.
It's mad. Austin wins this. He's supposed to come off the bench. He
fucks off. He's on He's on his own bench. He's on his fucking bench at his house. It's time to rate it out of 10, guys. I thoroughly enjoyed this Raw.
I'll give it an 8.
I'll give it an 8.
I enjoyed this Raw.
8, yes.
Probably one of the better Raws I think since the brand split, and probably the Raw where Ric Flair wasn't
it's bad.
Fucking, you know,
he had a good match and the segments were pretty decent.
I mean, Ric Flair's the man, but let's just be real. It's 2002 run at the moment. It's not doing too well for him. But here, this was good. I enjoyed this. 8 out of 10.
Till next time. Peace.